So now that Baru's on the team, we actually learn a little bit more about him. And come to find out, this man is pretty obsessive. It's actually pretty funny. Anyway, we just got done watching the newest episode of Blue Lock, and we have Barou now on the team, who's we knew he was kind of full of himself and never wanted to pass the ball and make scores in the actual game. But now that he's around other characters, especially the main character, we learned that he's actually kind of obsessive. Like he wants things done in a neat, orderly fashion, and things got to be in order and such, which kind of lends to his play style and the fact that he's so disciplined. It's like everything has to be done the way he wants it to be done, which of course comes to his detriment because he ended up losing the last match because he kept saying, just pass the ball to me, pass the ball to me, pass the ball to me. When, come on now, you can't play soccer or football by yourself. I mean, you can make plays, granted, but there's the reason why there's other people on the team. So it's actually pretty interesting to have Barou on the team, so we can kind of see how he is going to evolve here. Because we do, his weakness is glaring. Like the way they made this character is that he's super strong, super good, and then it's like, all right, here's his weakness, which is almost like a rudimentary weakness. It's fundamentally that you're going to pass the ball. Like, we have Isagi, the main character, who he started out low, and then of course he's building up, which, like shonen anime, it does go like that. The main character, weak, build up, type deal. And then you have the other geniuses. It's like, oh, okay, they're good in this aspect, but what are they lacking? And Baru's kind of he's good. He's just a great all-arounder. He knows how to score, knows how to get past people. And that's why in the first selection, he was seen as a top tier player. But now, that fundamentally you don't have a team. Like Barou in the first selection had people just pass me the ball. He made plays. Now, with a very small, finite team, you gotta be a playmaker and work around who you have, whether it's just 2 or 3 people. So now they're finding out, okay, we see how skilled he is, but rudimentary, he lacks in literally playing with other people. In a game, you play with other people. So we'll see. It's actually going to be really good to see how his character develops. Does he develop in a way which eventually, for them to succeed, especially now that he's on the main character Isagi's team, he's going to have to get better. But how does he do it? Does he fundamentally realize, oh, I have to be a person that passes the ball, yet that still can make me a better player? Or is he gonna break himself down to build into a new character like we saw Isagi do in the last episode? And Isagi's always trying to adapt and learn, and he's not afraid of, okay, the way I was playing soccer before was horrible and it's not working. What can I do to make it better? And Barou is going to have to learn that humility himself. Pretty funny episode in that regard. This aspect was actually a pretty funny part when all the guys are actually together and they select who they're going to go against. The fact that Rio wants revenge on Nagi is kind of find it funny because it's that guy that's always been with his best friend the whole time. He's introduced soccer to him, found out that Nagi was genius and stuff, and they're all together, and then he gets split apart. So now he's all like, oh man, I want revenge. I want Nagi to feel how I'm feeling. And it's good. I actually want to see how they play out as well in next week's episode, which hopefully concludes and doesn't try to prolong it into another episode, because that would be a feels bad moment. But the fact that he's playing with that Isagi is playing with a lot of his old teammates, I think is really cool, and that you never know the people that you were playing with before who were your enemies or who were your allies are reversed. So I like the fact that this selection is bigger and better than the last one. And Ego, he's a smart man, the way that he's doing this. There was a little moment where like all the financiers and money makers are all, they're trying to explain what they're doing in second selection, and they're just not caring, and they're just sitting there like, produce us a genius already. And he's like, dude, what is a genius to you? They don't just just come about like just all of a sudden like, hey, I'm the best ever. It's like the way you guys, yet again, Ego's telling them, the way you guys been doing things before is horrible. Let me handle this. And I can't wait to see more on the development of Ego himself, because I think he himself is a character. And I wonder if Ego can play soccer. I wonder about that. If Ego's just, the brains of the operation, or if it's going to be something at the end, Ego has moves and he's able to teach some people, some of these guys, some moves himself. I really would not be surprised if that was a surprise factor in later episodes down the line. But I really like Ego's character himself. Next week is going to be really good. It's going to be really good. And this episode was a great setup. Because of how good the setup was, of course, they brought the element that, oh man, they lose their first score. So it's essentially now, of course, it's the first of 5, but oh man, Isagi, the main character's team, is down by 1. Oh, how we see the weaknesses of his team versus the other team working together. What's going to happen? And then, of course, literally cliffhangers like, tune in next week, one of those type deals, which works. Because I'm sitting here like, dang it, I gotta wait till next week. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I hope it was a great one for you guys. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about Bluelock itself. Really good anime, and I kind of can see where it might be leading down the road for the next few episodes, but I'm not gonna spoil unless you want to know my thoughts on things. I kind of did talk about it in the reaction on Patreon, which you guys can check out on my Patreon page. But aside from that, make sure you like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.